You are listening to the CDG Experience, brought to you by Complete Game Broadcasting out here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm the host, Woody, with my co-host,
Chris.
And my co-host,
Grayson.
10 years me and you have been friends. 5 years me and Woody have been friends. I'm not going to lie. This was the last thing that I would have ever thought all three of us would have been doing together.
Who knew after stealing a girlfriend of mine would put us on a podcast together, you know? Isn't that crazy, right?
It was middle school, all right. Technically, you got me back.
Yeah, it took me a few years, but I did it, you know? I achieved it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Shoot. When did our friendship, fully start off?
I feel like our friendship really started when we worked at Domino's together, personally, because we were driving together every day, talking about life. Shit, we were even learning about ourselves together, too. So I think that was the time period that really kind of pushed our friendship.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, our friendship has definitely been through some tests.
Some tests for sure. Back in the day, even at the Domino's time, which I call it the Domino's era, you know what I mean?
The Domino area.
Yeah. And then that's how we met Woody, too.
Yeah.
everybody loves some Domahos.
Yeah.
Right about that one.
Definitely.
We had the Domahos, the Domadicks.
Yeah, it was definitely a great time.
Well, then what would you call Papa John's?
See, that's irrelevant. We don't.
We don't talk about Papa John's, bro. Nah.
They do too much damage to us, to our soul.
And then me and Dylan, shoot, we met at Domino's as well, but
No,
our
Domahos.
friendship, my bad, our friendship didn't really start until me and you started doing security together.
Yeah, that's true. RMA.
Yeah. Well,
We don't talk about
throwback.
that.
We did not talk about that.
Like I honestly don't remember our first conversation. I felt like we just naturally started talking about music.
Well,
and
I also broke code by trying to go after your girl.
It's whatever. You see, hey,
I succeeded, you didn't.
See, this is the thing, though. Like, you know,
But granted, I was trying to spit game at her before you, and she ended up going for
it's
you.
a bit of a different situation than that one. But honestly, both of them, I feel like there were such childish situations that at the end of the day, I feel like whenever you go through something like that, the people you meet in those moments more than likely will become your friends. I feel like enemies become your friends more than,
Yeah.
people you actually connect with.
Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies close.
There you go, tongue
Exactly.
twister there.
Yeah.
I will say, Grayson with short hair, pretty good.
Yeah,
Him with long hair looks like a freaking homeless
Hey,
person.
see, everybody cooks me for the long hair, but the women like it. So,
That's true. He's got
Now
a
you see
girlfriend
why I
now.
always had my long hair.
see what I mean? So,
I mean, his hair got him a girlfriend, so.
Yeah, and he looked like Lord Farquaad for a good bit.
yeah, we don't talk about that. I've been through a lot of hair stages, like the fucking
Reverse mohawk. Yep.
The buzz cut
Yeah.
right through the middle of the hair.
which that is the reverse mohawk. But yeah, it's whatever though. You know what I mean? Hair's hair. It grows back.
I mean, I never thought, 5 years ago, when I moved up here, right as COVID was hitting, I've never really intended on trying to make friends. It was just more of just doing what I needed to do, and one thing led to another, and Grayson put on some EDM, and I was like, bruh, EDM? And that was kind of it, because he put on, when we would be closing at, 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I've been playing some.
I remember those nights.
I've been playing some Above
Jesus.
and Beyond, getting y'all really in the EDM flow. Playing everything. Alina.
It wasn't just the place. It was just the hours. Like, it was ridiculous.
As a
2
minute,
o'clock in the morning was outrageous for a pizza
Crazy
place.
work.
it was outrageous, but I really wanted, my goal when I was there is I wanted to make it fun for myself and everybody around me. And I feel like we all kind of vibed to music. I feel like we all could talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
I think those nights were personally what made Domino's fun for me.
And now look at us. We're all roommates.
Yeah.
I guess it
5
was
years
just
later.
meant to be. I mean, last year when me and Grayson were going to EDC, we stopped at my mom's house to just, just chill for the night. Because I was already at my mom's. Him and Christopher drove down.
Yeah.
We just stayed at my mom's house because we were going to the hotel on Friday. We were sitting in a hot tub. I was like, man, I really miss Georgia. I wish I could move back. And Grayson's like, hey, you want to move in? I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I just needed to change the scenery. Needed someone strong in the apartment that can handle their money. Blah blah blah. I'm not getting all
So
that.
this wasn't
but,
a work. This was in the works since November of last year.
I mean, everything has its reasons.
Oh, definitely.
And look what
definitely.
it started. The CDG experience.
Yeah. Now
Well, that was just-
CDG.
That was just newly founded.
Yeah.
That was just newly founded. It wasn't an idea back then.
But I feel like when we first all started hanging out, all three together outside of Domino's, I feel like we even noticed, and we get along better than even we did back then. I feel like we all flow really well together.
To be honest, like me and Dylan didn't really hang out outside of work until you started hanging out at the apartment.
Yeah.
Like that was the first time me and you've actually
For WrestleMania
hung
this year.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hang out that much either. We hung out twice. You came over to the apartment once.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never hung out with you guys outside of work at all.
No.
Yeah.
Because I was always just wanting to go home because I was so tired. And like I said, I wasn't trying to make friends. I just wanted to do what I needed to do.
Yeah, Domino's will do that to you.
Security would do that to you too.
Yeah.
We did 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they screwed me over by putting me on night shift. I said, nah. Bruh, I'd put my computer up, watch some TV, and just...
It's just like
And I would just set a timer for 5:30 just in case. Just stay up the rest of the time.
it was an experience though. It was definitely an experience.
Oh, it was. It was fun. Working on The Walking Dead was fun. Those other locations,
I
didn't
hated
really care
location
for it.
work. I hated location
The
work.
Walking Dead was good.
It was, but the drive was
Oh,
horrible.
Jesus. The
I was
Sonoya
dry.
Drive.
I couldn't imagine that. Yeah,
The
no.
Griffin Drive.
No, the East Point, Griffin, Sonoya.
They had us
Noonan.
unarmed in East Point.
Yeah. This man calls me and he's like, "Hey, do you happen to have another car you could drive up there?" And I was like, "No, why? What's up?" He was like, "You still driving the black Dodge Charger?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." He was like, "Find you a dark corner and sit in there. Have all your lights off. They shoot cops down there." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
You
East
could-
Point. They had
yeah.
us unarmed at East Point. In the middle of the freaking night, mind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, hell no.
It was
Yeah,
like
no.
some like rundown old college place.
They wouldn't pay me enough money to do that.
We were getting paid like what, $10, $12?
Horrible.
Yeah,
But
no,
it wasn't
that's-
worth it.
It definitely was not worth it
It's
at
a total
all.
scam.
But The Walking Dead paid more. It was just locations that
Yeah.
would pay you less.
It would be really cool to be on the set of The Walking Dead, though. That's my personal.
I remember
favorite TV show
watching
ever.
on my little computer that I got for work, sitting there watching playoff hockey while sitting outside the walls of Alexandria.
Such a random thing to say in a sentence, but
Hey,
it was cool though. I bet I really wanted to get on there at some point, but Speaking of TV shows, what are y'all into right now? Like, what are y'all watching?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching Inside US Edition.
Hey, that's not what I expected to come out of your mouth. Tell me about it.
It's interesting. It's like it's a reality show. If you watch The Sidemen, you know what it is. But basically, you have
that high pitched on your voice though.
yeah, I'm going through puberty again. But basically, you have a whole bunch of people that go in with no electronics, no nothing like that, basically in prison for 7 days. And they play games. They have a prize pot. Now, all the people that are on the inside are called insiders, of course. And the insiders can go and use money from the prize pot to like buy meal upgrades, alcohol, stuff in that nature. I'm not gonna lie, I love Sketch. I hate. Spoiler alert! I hated when they voted him off. I love Sketch to death. He made the show. He made the show this season. I'm not gonna lie.
To be honest, Sketch is one of the most. How do you word it? He is the funniest comedian I think on the entire internet, and he doesn't
What's
even.
up,
try
brother?
What's up, brother? Every time I see him, it's always the craziest shit going on with him. So it's very entertaining. What about you, Dylan? What do you watch?
I just got done rewatching Breaking Bad, and I got to say, on that rewatch, that's probably the best, well put together show. There's not one bad episode.
100%, I agree with you. Yeah.
And I just got Grayson to watch El Camino.
Yeah,
This
for the
man
first
never
time.
seen it.
Well, it's because it's one of those things that I'm that kind of person where I'll save something on my list on Netflix and then get to it years later because I'm always watching all kinds of different things.
Aren't you glad you watched it?
Oh, 100%. Because it really brought back that Breaking Bad feel from the beginning of the show.
Especially because it takes place literally the second Breaking Bad ends.
Plus, Jesse's my favorite character, so I was totally in for it. That's cool.
Spoiler alert, he gets shot and killed.
I was gonna say I've never watched Breaking Bad.
Dude, it's,
You would love it. It's
you know what it's about, right?
Drugs.
Not just drugs. Freaking meth.
Yeah.
It's more of how a person can go from a normal person to a complete, I wouldn't say he's a drug addict, but more of just getting involved in the empire of selling drugs will turn you into a psychopath.
Bro,
it's such
a cool story. The last 3 episodes, he goes fucking ape shit.
It is genuinely one of the best written stories I've ever seen on TV. But
I wasn't too thrilled on the first watch of the endings. I was like, it made no sense. But now I was watching the rewatch. I was like, makes perfect sense as to why it happened.
When you go back and rewatch something, it gives you more of a perspective on what the story's actually about.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause you can,
I can't do that. Like once I watch something, I can't rewatch it.
I've rewatched everything that I
just can't.
I've rewatched Supernatural like 8 times.
That's insane.
That has 15 seasons, 24 episodes per season.
That's dedication right there.
It is very much dedication. I can't do it because I already know what's gonna happen. And whenever I watch TV or something like that, the reason why I'm hooked on it is because I don't know what's gonna happen next. I'm the same way in life, like video games. Once I complete a video game, I can't replay that video game. I already know what's gonna happen.
That's fair. No, I understand that for real. Like, I mean, sometimes whenever I watch something, I have that same feeling. But then also, if there'll be little things that I'll catch that I didn't notice when I first started watching, and it just kind of makes it enjoyable again.
And also, a lot of stuff they put out nowadays is just trash. The rewatches are better than some of the stuff that they put out these days.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I do a lot of rewatches, because if I see a rating of a 2-star, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch something that's,
Speaking of 2-star, this has nothing to do with 2-star, but I'm going to swing it into the convo anyways.
Go for it.
Stranger Things. The last season is right around the corner. How are we feeling about that?
How would you compare Stranger Things to a 2-star?
That's why I said it has nothing to do with it. I'm just using it.
It's still on the topic of TV, though. I think Stranger Things is kind of not like Breaking Bad story-wise, but the story they're telling is slowly builds each season, and it makes it,
The only thing I don't like is it's taken them 10 years to do 5 seasons. The kids are all grown up. They're supposed to be playing teenagers, but Millie Bobby Brown's almost in her 30s or something now.
Yeah. But I think, the story about it's incredible. I think season 5, the reason they're doing such long episodes is probably because they're it's going to be nothing but fan service, the whole series.
And the whole season. Each episode's over 2 hours long.
I think Eddie's coming back. I don't think Eddie died.
I think he's coming back because there's speculation they are bringing somebody back.
Yeah, it's got to be
Eddie was just too beloved. Everybody loved him. He was my favorite.
Let's place a bet on this. How do y'all think that the first scene is going to be Eddie coming back?
No,
they're not going to do the first scene.
I think they could do something like that.
It's going to be either towards the end of the episode, or sometime down the road.
It's more than likely going to be in the first episode.
Yeah, there's so much you could talk about that show. There's so many different things.
But the thing that they're talking about is the timeline from the end of season 4 to season 5 is 3 months. But the thing was, the Upside Down was already coming out of season 4 at the end of it. Mm-hmm. So you're saying the thing came out and it's 3 months later?
Well, I think they could tell an interesting story with that. I feel like they can kind of they can kind of have it be like a slow burn story. Like it's slowly something's happening, it's getting worse over time or something along those lines. You never know. I feel like with Stranger Things, based off what we've seen before, the way they build their story is a slow burn story. So
and they are talking about killing somebody off. I think it's going to be 11.
I could see that.
There's a lot of
that or Will.
It
started with him. It's probably going to end with him.
Yeah.
Or 11.
No, I could definitely see Will. Or it could be both of them.
There will be multiple ones.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sheriff Hopper's died in almost every season. I wouldn't be surprised if he dies in this one.
I feel like since he's cheated death, though, I think,
I knew whatever that dude's on.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, I think Stranger Things season 5 is going to be great. I feel like it's going to be awesome.
Let's see. I think they're dropping the first 4 right before Christmas.
I hate that they're doing
Thanksgiving.
that. I hate that they're doing that.
No, I think it's a good idea.
I don't know.
But they're dropping the finale on New Year's.
I feel like it'll make it more exciting. Plus, the episodes are so long, it'll give you that fix. You're getting 2 hours episode. It'll feel like 6, 8 episodes.
It's a freaking movie, dude.
I can't get a fix off of that, man. I need the binge, bro.
No,
I need my popcorn, my ramen noodles, my 2-liter thing of Mountain Dew, probably some Doritos. I need my robe on with the fans on. playing that shit on my big ass TV.
If that's not a description of a poor man's dinner,
Dude,
I don't know what is.
Hey,
A happy man's dinner.
hey, all the listeners, and we know ramen be hitting different whenever you're broke. Let's be
You're
honest,
very true.
especially when you add shit to it.
Or when you're high.
Yeah, of course.
That's oh, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I forget how it feels to be high. I've been sober for so long.
I could talk about this for a long time.
I know you can.
Grayson's the stoner of the group.
Yeah.
Like like I started really getting into it like 5 years ago, and a lot of people look at it as it damages your brain and causes a lot of health effects. Like whenever people ask me about smoking, I think when it comes to smoking, if you use it in the right way, kind of like more of like a medicine, it really helps your brain kind of open up. It also controls your anxiety better. It can control depression as long as you go into it with a decent mindset. It's such a complex thing. I feel like they need to do more research and kind of learn more about it so more people can understand what weed is really about. I feel like a lot of people overthink it and over-exaggerate it. But
Well, I mean, I remember at one point a lot of talk. There was a lot of talk about, drugs having effects on people, causing them to do things they don't typically do, et cetera, et cetera. And I remember at one point, I saw on Twitter that somebody made a joke that David was high off of weed when he stuffed that girl in his trunk.
I mean, it can make your brain balance different though. Like if you have a lot of chemical imbalances, then it can definitely make you do something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, do you guys think he did it though?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know much about that, but I know we were talking about it on the way over here. That he was found innocent now.
Yeah. So, well, not innocent, but so basically, is the singer that blew up on TikTok. I'm pretty sure you've heard "In the Back of My Mind." Da 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 da. So basically, from what I've seen and read, he was messing around with a 13, 14, or 15-year-old girl, and she had ran away from home. A lot of people knew about the relationship, but nobody spoke up about the relationship. And people are saying that even the family knew about the relationship.
And how old is this guy?
He's, I think, 22 now. Yeah.
That's jailbait right there.
Mm-hmm.
But he went on tour earlier last month, and the body was found September 5th or 6th in the trunk of his car, which was a Tesla. People are saying, like, at first when it came out, people were like, there's no way he did it. He's on tour, stuff of that nature. But now that everything's come out about who the female was and the relationship with David, a lot of people turned their back on David. But I woke up this morning and I saw that the police have basically came out and said that he's not a suspect.
Interesting. He's a suspect for
No, he's not a suspect.
messing around with a little kid.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
That's jailbait right there, dude.
But right now, they're mainly focused on how.
Who did it?
Yeah, who did it?
There is so
Because
many,
it is a
Well,
setup.
the thing is, Teslas have cameras. Pull the camera from the Tesla.
That's what I've been. Man, that is so smart, but I guess they haven't done that yet.
there's so much evidence against him though. I feel like even though there might be evidence that it's not him now, I mean it's just there's too many coincidences.
It's evident that there's a bunch of evidence that him and the girl were messing around, yes, but there's no evidence of him.
What if he went on tour after he killed her? Went on tour, then placed the body in the car or something.
Because she went missing like a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Good point. I mean, there's so much of a complex story to it. I feel like.
I guess you're innocent until proven guilty, but the story's just not adding up. You go on tour, then she's found, and
yeah.
And that's why I was kind of shocked whenever I opened my eyes and I saw that. I was like, LAPD for you.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff going on in America right now, like the Charlie Kirk situation.
nobody deserves to get shot like that.
No.
Especially when you have a newborn who was there
You got a
with
whole
the wife
family,
and everything.
yeah.
Like, bro, nobody deserves to get shot, even for your political beliefs. And that's unfortunately that's what's driving America apart. It's politics.
Most definitely. But I mean, it's every
Either-
year it's something.
Either you're left or you're wrong.
Yeah, or vice versa. Some rights be, lefts are wrong. I don't think anyone's wrong. I think everyone can have their own opinion.
And I think we're all on the same page here. We're all independents.
Yeah,
We agree and disagree to both sides.
Yeah,
I would say I'm
sure.
more conservative nowadays, but that's honestly just because I feel like liberals in general, some of them try to be overly liberal. I don't really think you see that many of overly conservatives. There are some, but it's more of the left. But I still try to stay neutral. It's just hard when the Charlie Kirk situation happens. You don't see stuff like that happening when it comes to the right. Personally, I feel like you don't see that much violence. But I think it's up for debate. I think that's what Charlie Kirk was trying to do, debate, respectfully.
And kudos to the dad for turning in his son.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't, he would have been an accomplice.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
And the fact that he got caught by his grandfather for his gun, the dude was cooked regardless.
Yeah.
They were going to find him, but kudos to the dad for stepping up.
Do you know what he
and
shot
turning
him
in
with?
his son. Yeah, it was a sniper.
It was a 30-06. That's not just an every mundane type of thing. A 30-06. That's for killing big prey, bears, tigers, bucks, stuff in that nature. I saw a thing where it said that in the autopsy, the bullet did not come out. There was no exit wound.
There's so many theories about it. I think some people get a little too overexcited about all these new possibilities. I think it's simple as he got shot in the neck. I don't think
I'm a conspiracy theorist, bro.
I am
would
too.
die on this hill.
I am too, but at the same time, there is just so many video evidence of it. It looks like he literally just got shot in the neck from 200 feet from one direction. You could talk about it all day. I just think at the end of the day, none of that matters. I think someone who wanted to just preach freedom of speech to younger people, the younger generation that needs it the most, I feel like it's super depressing, and it really shows where the world's at, and we need to change a lot. A lot needs to change.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Oh, most definitely.
I would say it's already getting better. I feel like there's a movement now based off this, and it's really helping people look at things in a better perspective.
According to the liberals, it doesn't get better until Trump's out of office. Which, is that Trump on your Make America Rave again?
Make America Rave again. Like I said, I'm going more conservative nowadays. And,
Nice, I like that. You got that off Amazon?
I don't remember where I got it, actually. I don't remember.
But you wore that to EDC, right?
Yeah, I wanted to wear DC because Trump won the election right before that. I was like, you know what? Just because I was so... when I started really paying attention to Trump, I became more of a Trump fan. And I was like, you know what? It'd be funny to troll people. So, and honestly, I love the shirt. I think this is... Even though it's just as simple as a comedy shirt, I feel like it's more also, too, I think music and raving, which we know a lot about, is so healthy for the brain in general. I think just EDM music in general really opens your what's the word?
Horizon.
That, yeah, but it also...
Opens your mind.
It also it's scientific. It produces more dopamine than any other music. So I think EDM music just, makes me happy personally.
I don't know. Screaming music gives me the dopamine I need every morning.
Everyone's different, yeah. Everyone does different music that makes them feel better.
Which, speaking of EDM, Grayson, I got one question for you.
Go for it.
Are you ready?
Am I ready for what?
EDC.
Oh, dude. I'm so ready. It's the most enjoyable experience I've ever done in my life because it's just an environment you walk in, you could just be completely free.
Yeah, we got just over a month before we're there. They're going to start setting things up next week. So we'll start seeing some Reddit posts. We're going to start seeing some Twitter posts about stages going up. Dude, it's going to cook this year.
Yeah,
but the good thing about EDC this year, it's more of a drum and bass type set, and I'm more of the melody type. So last year was more my vibe for EDC, but this year, it's forcing me to open up my mind towards more genres, towards EDM.
And that's what it did for me last year. There was so many new artists that I found there, and my music just exploded after that.
Yeah,
so.
like for me, Illenium, I got Avicii, all those people who have the lyrics into their stuff, above and beyond.
Yeah.
Sometimes. That's more of my vibe, but this year, I'm forced to open it up.
There's so many.
See, I tried to get, a little backstory. I used to dance to EDM music. Now, ever since I've grown up, I've tried to get behind EDM, and don't get me wrong, there's some popular song remixes of EDM I love. But I don't know if it's just me getting older or what, but songs that hit me in the feels are like my favorite songs. That's my go-to. Sleep Token, Chase Atlantic. Of course, you can't forget 3 Days Grace.
Of course.
And even the classics, Nirvana, stuff in that nature. Nowadays, I'm all about like the message in the music. There's this new person I've been listening to a lot. His name is Chris Gray. Okay. And a lot of his music is like, man, I've had to play y'all some on the way back.
Definitely, I want to check it out. I'm always open to music, as you know. I listen to everything. Yeah, I think that there's so much good music right now. Like, it's honestly probably the best it's ever been in my personal life. So,
but you also have to be we also have to be careful though, because a lot of music nowadays, you don't know if it's AI or somebody actually singing it. I mean, look at Juice WRLD, for example.
Yeah.
Granted, he does have a lot of unreleased music that is being released, but also now people are putting his AI voice on their songs to make it a quote-unquote, oh, I got a Juice WRLD feature.
Yeah. The AI is insane right now, especially when it comes to videoing, like videos and everything. Music along too. Like, one of my coworkers was making AI songs to make fun of people at the job. You know, it's
my point.
Yeah, it's like, insane.
This AI stuff is just getting absurd. And you know what else is absurd?
Hey, Georgia fans, how are y'all feeling today? I know Grayson's got some choice words on there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as a Georgia fan, we know how it goes against Bama. You know, we lose every time except for once in the past, like
10 years?
10 years, somewhere in there. But honestly, I think it comes down to Georgia just was not prepared for the game. I feel like we went too easy. We were it felt like we were always trying to press the gas pedal, but we just couldn't do it. And also our coordinators, they weren't calling plays correctly. You know, altogether, they just did not have a good game.
But you held Bama to no points in the second half. Y'all should have won that game. And don't get me wrong. See, I'm a Gator. We suck, but I will never root for Georgia. I didn't have a dog in a fight. I hate Alabama, but if I had to choose one of the two, it's Alabama. Just because we don't have that strong of a rivalry with Alabama as we do Georgia.
Yeah, but you're in Georgia now.
But I mean,
as you see, I'm still
Georgia.
wearing my Tom Brady jersey from Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I mean, we're from Georgia, but I'm a Dallas fan.
Yeah,
I am so sorry about that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The Georgia Bulldogs are turning into the college football team of the Dallas Cowboys. Think about it. Everybody is overhyped on Georgia. They don't know how to close the game out. Yeah, you're seeing it.
Okay, so hold on.
Grayson.
Let's touch on this for a second. So tell me how you think Georgia is being what is the word you use?
Overhyped.
Overhyped.
Explain that, because you say Georgia don't close games. We are known as if you look at stats, we close games the best. Our second half.
Why didn't you close it last night?
I asked the same fucking question. But look at other games besides the Bama games. The Tennessee game, for example. We were losing that game for most of the game, came back, won in good fashion. So, I mean, I see your point, but I don't think we're being overhyped if anyone's being overhyped. Who would you think would be the most overhyped?
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Ohio State and Miami.
Miami's definitely up there.
Because all it's going to do is take them one loss and they'll be irrelevant again.
Just wait till Carson Beck throws an interception every other game like he did at Georgia.
Didn't he go to Miami all because of a girl?
Yeah.
Like, for real?
What was that girl? It had a Haley Cavender or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah, he went for a girl and they broke up like 2 months after.
This man's chasing tail.
I mean, dude, if you were a Georgia quarterback, and not only just a Georgia quarterback, one of the most popular quarterbacks in college football, you would be getting whatever you wanted. So, I mean,
most stuff.
Tell me about your Cowboys, though, how they doing this year.
We ain't gonna talk about that, man.
If we're gonna talk about Georgia, we gotta talk about Dallas.
Listen. All right. We had a game of the year against what was it? The Giants.
Yeah, that was a good game.
That was a phenomenal game. The game after that, see what had happened was the Men in Black came into my room and they showed me a little flashlight, so I kind of forgot about that game.
That's fair. Well, But that game was just so, like, that game in general, it really showed how Dallas can put it together. It's just they have to, I don't know.
CD
they're
needs
they're such a complicated team to understand.
Yeah, CD needs to get his mind back in check.
Yeah.
Like, I have never seen him drop so much as I've seen him drop recently.
And I'm going to get a lot of bad rap here, but I believe the Dallas Cowboys are the Cleveland Browns of the NFC. They haven't been relevant since the 90s.
You a bitch.
See, this is the thing. Like,
We have the best cheerleaders. And I would die on that hill.
That's all y'all have going for you since the 90s.
That's all we need.
If that's what makes
that-
you happy, then go for it.
But no, I feel like if we were to get what messed us up was our defensive coach leaving to go to the Commanders. If we still had our defensive coach, we would be up right now. Because that the last year that we had our defensive coach, we were, I think, in the top at least of defensive players. We had the best defensive team.
But yeah, that's because you had Dan Quinn, and as an Atlanta fan, we know how that is.
But now you have nobody. You gave away your best defender, Micah Parsons.
No, and what messes me up even more, we just signed a guy,
Javion Clowney.
Clowney.
Ditto.
We just signed him, right? Tell me why the moment he gets signed, he gets arrested. Over what, a speeding ticket or something?
Because he's a Dallas Cowboy.
Because he's a Dallas Cowboys. A good way to put it.
We do have a lot of felons on our team.
Your organization is the problem because y'all always have had the talent. Your organization will just screw you over because it's all about money, man.
And honestly, it's Jerry Jones. He didn't want to pay Micah Parsons. Now y'all are suffering for it. And Micah Parsons returns to Dallas tonight with Green Bay.
With Green Bay.
It's the Sunday Night Football.
He's gonna.
Micah Parsons going to fuck Dak Prescott up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and get the lube ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Falcons ain't gonna fare much better.
Oh no.
They got Commanders. I mean, me as a Bucs fan, we're cooked
We're actually playing against Dan Quinn for the first time in a while too. So
in Atlanta.
Yeah, so he's definitely gonna get our ass too.
You guys going to that game?
No, but Tampa's
our
cooked
game. We did our game this
because we got Chris Godwin back and Tristan Wirfs, but we lost Mike Evans.
Mike Evans was a loss. That's a big loss for y'all.
But we get Chris Godwin back.
Because
So.
Baker's not playing as good as he should right now. I feel like
I don't know. He went off last game. It was our offense isn't the problem. It's the motherfucking defense. Like last week, the Bucs are up 26-10 with 5 minutes to go, and you let the Jets come back and take a lead of 27-26 off a blocked fucking field goal for a kick six, and then you went off literally a last-second field goal. The Bucs are the first team since 1970, since the merger, to win 3 straight games with literally less than a minute to go. And they're probably not winning today. They're playing Philadelphia. Philadelphia looks good.
Yeah.
And they had the momentum after that blocked kick six against Los Angeles last week.
Do you guys think the Chiefs are over?
If they beat Baltimore, which is my second team, no. Baltimore's cooked if they lose.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since they lost even the Super Bowl last year, they did not look that good at all.
Well, it's hard to keep.
They're also overhyped. They're the Ohio State and Miami of the NFL. They're overhyped for no reason.
Well,
The only thing they have going for them, one is Chris Collinsworth sucking Mahomes' dick every time he plays.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. That's the only thing Kansas City has going for them.
But I disagree with y'all on a stance. I think Kansas City is probably the most well-built team besides their receiving core right now.
I doubt.
I give Mahomes
Buffalo.
Well, see,
Buffalo's the team to beat in the AFC right now.
Buffalo's always good, but they're just like Georgia. They always
this
flake.
is the year Buffalo's actually going to get to the Super Bowl, and I might be stretching it here. Buffalo wins their first Super Bowl this year.
You sound like a Cowboys fan.
That's why I said it. Well, at least Buffalo's relevant.
I know. We got our cheerleaders.
Yeah, no, you can't talk about Dallas.
So that's why I said I might be going out on a limb by saying they have to beat Baltimore and Kansas City.
Up and go.
But I just think they got the team to do it this year. Josh Allen looks good.
See, I'm not gonna lie. Like Mahomes, he's not a bad quarterback at all. What he succeeds at is getting in the opponent's mind. Once you're in the opponent's mind, this goes for all sports. Once you're in the opponent's mind, you win.
Yeah, I agree with
You
you.
win.
Understand?
And that's how he is. He gets in their mind, makes them think, oh, he's finna do da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, he's finna throw it to Travis. And then when he doesn't, it throws them all out of whack. So now they're second-guessing every little play that they do.
Yeah.
And boom, you win the game right there.
Definitely. You know, it's an NFL in general is so hard to predict who's actually going to be good because you could be good at the beginning of the season, but at the end of the season, you don't even make the playoffs. So,
Well, everybody thought the Falcons were going to be good till they got smacked
Hey,
by Carolina last week.
Hey,
30-0.
it's too
Oh,
early
Lord.
to say anything right now.
30-0.
Oh,
but I will
Lord.
say it's not looking good. You cannot lose to the worst team in the NFL like that.
I think the worst team in the NFL is the Saints.
No, it's Carolina. I feel like the
Carolina
Saints
looks better than
Think
New
about it
Orleans.
this way. Yeah, they both are really bad, but Carolina probably has the better organization.
He's saying Carolina because he doesn't want Falcons to be below Carolina.
My bad. I missed
They already are in the standings.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know. See, the NFL, you can go back and forth.
Georgia fans have had it rough this last week. First
All-
Atlanta, now Georgia, and probably be Atlanta again today.
Fortunately. But hey, at least we're not the Florida Gators.
I know my Gators suck. We haven't been relevant since freaking Tim Tebow and Urban Meyer were on that organization. We've been freaking trash. We haven't had a relevant. I think out of the last 14 years, we've only had like 5 winning records, 6 winning records.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, we're dog water.
I know.
And our schedule's worse this year than it was last year. We might be lucky to maybe only win 1 or 2 more games. We're cooked.
I think, 1 or 2 is a good number for y'all because y'all's schedule is awful.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
We play Texas next week, and I think A&M after that. The remaining games for us are all ranked teams. All top 25 teams right now.
And even Mississippi State, who's not ranked, they almost beat Tennessee.
They'll be ranked by the time we play them in 3 weeks.
Probably.
Florida's cooked. We've been cooked since, like I said, Tim Tebow and Urban Meyer had left. We've been cooked.
Did y'all hear Dwight? He's a basketball player. He got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
I did not.
I did not see it.
Yeah, he finally got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Basketball is the one sport that I always try to get into that I like, but I still can't watch.
LeBron James made me hate NBA. I can't stand it.
I'm not
Just
gonna
because
lie.
of LeBron.
The only reason why I know that because he was on Inside, and they told everybody on Inside that he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. He got inducted while he was inside.
I'm more of a college basketball guy over NBA all day.
I'm
Yeah.
not a sports guy
I
at
agree
all.
with you. Like I'm a Memphis fan, Memphis Tigers,
I'm a Duke Blue Devil
because my family.
and a Florida Gator, obviously, but Duke Blue Devils because when I lived in North Carolina years ago, I went to a Duke and North Carolina game. Bro,
That would have been a good game to go to. What year was that?
that was like 2014.
Oh yeah, that's back when they were both really good too.
Oh yeah. And Duke still had Coach K under their under belt. Yeah. When I say that's one of the best rivalries in college basketball,
Yeah, oh yeah, it's
Dude.
close. That's definitely up there.
tickets were freaking $300
I bet.
to sit,
Not-
to sit at the top.
Nosebleeds.
Yeah, that's $300 on the nosebleeds.
And now you got $300 on concerts.
Like we were gonna go to back to music. We were gonna go to Sleep Token concert, and it was like $500, $600.
Bro.
This pricing in general for events has gone skyrocket.
Oh, let's be real. It's not the ticket itself. The ticket is what it is. It's the taxes and service fees and all that stuff they add on.
Yeah.
They add on almost extra $100 just in fees and taxes.
That's what I'm saying. It's pricing in general right now.
If it's a $160 ticket, you're paying almost $300 for it because of
But I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the bands, I'm talking Bring Me the Horizon, Bad Omen, Sleep Token, Chase Atlantic, Lil Tracy, all of them, da 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 da. Out of all the bands, the one concert I would do anything to enjoy is the Juice WRLD concert. You costed me.
Hey, that was a time in my life where I don't know. I was a very impulsive person, so we weren't around each other that often back then. So it was a little bit more difficult to feel comfortable doing that with you. And as we've talked, I apologized about it. But speaking of Juice, I don't know what it is, man. As the older I get, I just can't get into his music anymore. I feel like it really was meant for a younger version of myself because I feel like it just became so repetitive over time. I feel like
I
it's
still
just,
fuck with it.
I mean, I can listen to him, but it's just, it doesn't hit the same.
I got 999 tatted on me.
Plus, let's be honest, man. Sleep Tokens is just like, that's completely grabbed me by the balls, and it's
Sleep Talking has everybody by the
yeah, it's they really know how to make music production wise, story wise, all that. So,
Like, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to choose between, let's go with 5 artists to listen to for the rest of my life, I cannot listen to anybody else. Just 5 artists: Sleep Token, Chase Atlantic, Juice World, Bring Me the Horizon, Bad Omens.
it's a solid list, but I mean, like, for me, I think what makes music great is always discovering someone new. So I feel like if you're listening to the same people over and over again, it'll get repetitive. That's
Why I say, like, if I had to choose just 5
yeah.
people to listen to for the rest of my life, it would be those 5.
Yeah, that's why it's so solid because it's diverse.
That's all the genres right there,
Yeah.
basically. Well, besides country, but
I don't like country on here sometimes.
sometimes it depends.
Country be hitting sometimes.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? God's country.
It's country.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is my song right there.
Yeah.
What the
Don't
hell
look
is
at
that?
Hey, let
was
us
that?
enjoy our country over here.
Yeah.
What in the world?
You ain't never heard of
I have,
Tonk
but it
with
doesn't
Donkey
sound
Donk?
good coming from you.
Honky tonk.
You're too white for that.
Damn.
All right, people at work think I'm Mexican, so make up your mind.
Well, you're the one that wanted us to be gay.
Got called out.
You wanted me
We
and
talked
Grayson
about
to
that
be
the
gay.
last season. We talked about that last episode. We ain't gonna talk about that again.
Oh no, we're talking about it.
We going back to the whole countryside. You know?
Oh,
what
no,
I'm
we're
saying?
talking about
The
that.
big old
Yeah,
honky
trying to
tonk, but
deflect.
No, 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 no.
Hey, let's be
we ain't
honest.
talking
No,
about
you're not
that.
going to change the subject because you got called out
We
now.
are very much changing that subject.
Let's say this. You know, one thing I think of that a lot of guys can relate with is you got to be gay with the homies, man. Homosexual is a thing, man.
100%.
You know, give them a
I've
little
had
tug
Grayson
sometimes.
throwing his shit
Listen,
back
man.
up on me.
For my birthday, I expected a lap dance just like you gave Christopher before he moved out.
Oh, I promise you,
Oh, hell yeah. I'll throw you some ones, too.
it got really fruity real quick.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. For the longest time, me and Ava thought you and Christopher actually did some shit.
That's epic. That's so
That's
funny. But I mean, to be fair, is because we're not gonna get into why it was like that. We're gonna disregard that. But yeah, no, it was a rough time in my life, and Christopher was a good friend of mine. But
So
might have
it's
seemed
confirmed.
Like that. No. Hey now.
It sounded like you were gonna say it's confirmed.
No, it was just sharing a room with someone else was not it. But I can understand how it could look like that. But no, yeah. I was totally single, living life and enjoying life. Being very just to myself.
Enjoying the booty cheek action.
Yeah.
Speaking of booty cheek action,
Okay.
Oh, God, here we go.
This conversation.
I'm not gonna lie. The one
This just
thing,
took a 360 real fucking
Go
quick.
for it though.
the one thing that I see myself missing the most now that I'm single. It's not being able to grab the booty cheeks, man.
Bro,
Listen, I need an ass slap every once in a while.
That's what me and Grayson
you two
are for.
finna become my victims.
Exactly.
You guys are about to be
hey,
my victims.
we're all homies. Just for the record, no, we're not gay. We're just talking about some gay shit right now because we're homies. That's how it works.
Homosexual.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We're not homosexual. We're homosexual.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
But no, you guys are. I'm about to make y'all a victim.
Hey, just give me some ones. I'll do whatever you want.
You get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of these fingers.
Ooh. The question is, do we get full on booty grab though?
Oh, I'm talking about full on booty cheek action.
It's all fun and games until a finger slips in though.
Whoa.
So.
If that happens, then we got some serious business to talk about.
Yeah, when that. Hey, you still owe me 20.
I don't know you shit, man. We're not gonna get into that because this could be a crime right now.
Oh,
but,
Lord.
let's not forget that fateful night.
Okay. But honestly, ever since I've moved back to Georgia and moved in with you guys, that apartment's been amazing.
Yeah, the vibe, everything's nice. I think we all get along great.
No.
We all just sit there and vibe. Me and Grayson, we play Madden every now and then. I dropped a 60 burger on his ass yesterday, but we're not gonna talk about that. There's just times where we're all just sitting there vibing.
But no, like I will say, like one thing that I'm glad hasn't changed is, don't get me wrong, I'm going out a lot more now and trying to help my social anxiety stuff in that nature.
And I will say, ever since you've become single, you've been more out and about, hanging out with the homies.
Oh yeah, cause I'm trying to fix things that I wasn't doing in the relationship. And I see myself now, like, a lot of the times I'll do something and I'm like, damn, this is what the other person wanted me to do. Why am I choosing to do it now?
As from personal experience myself, like really losing someone in general will make you change things about yourself, but especially relationships, especially if you're close to somebody, it'll definitely make you bring out the best version of yourself because you've learned so much about yourself through those situations.
And you just got to remember that one saying, you know, it's always bros before hoes.
I wouldn't even say that though. Like
it's on a deeper level too.
Yeah.
Like,
It is, but you know
so much
that
more.
saying does go a lot deeper than just bros over hoes.
Yeah, because realistically, you can lean on friends for support when you need them. Like good friends of yours, you know. Like
Exactly.
You know, I feel like it's really important to go through those stages in life because you learn so much about yourself. You become a better version of yourself, like I said before. You know, it's a very healthy stage to go through.
oh, most definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still love the girl. Like I will definitely say this without a shadow of a doubt. No matter how difficult things would get, and no matter how much I hate how everything played out, this needed to happen for me to grow.
Yeah, 100%.
And I mean, everything has its reasons.
I've noticed a change in your demeanor and everything. You're like like I said a few minutes ago, you're out and about, you're hanging out with us, and shit, we even got you off your video game to play Monopoly with us the other day.
Yeah. Yeah. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, it's because, like, that's one of the things that I saw. I saw when I was in that relationship, I closed myself off from everything, even her sometimes. And that's one of the many things I regret. And so I'm learning from that. I'm trying to get better at that so that later on down the line, even if me and the girl never ever get back together, if I do end up getting into another relationship, I know what I need to do and what I don't need to do.
100%. Learning from your mistakes right now is the number one thing to do.
And that's what I'm doing.
Exactly. And see it's already giving you rewards, man. It's already doing it. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
You got your support system.
yeah, and alcohol, even though somebody decided to drink my last beer last night.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I got you hooked on it, so that was a free beer.
You're right.
Yeah, that is fair.
Well, you going to buy me a beer today, right?
Oh, we do got to go to the store.
Yeah, oh, I'm
Yeah.
going to be like 5 of them.
That's fair. Plus, you got a way to vocalize yourself now too. It's, you know, with this, you could speak on things that you want to talk about, kind of get it off your chest with the boys. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, like, that's one thing that I really want to do about this podcast. We're going to have our times where we're laughing, having fun. But also, I would like for this to be a place where, you know, because even though this generation we're getting to the point of, like, you know, men's mental health stuff and that nature.
Right.
But there's still a lot of men that are stuck in that whole, I can't talk about my feelings or I can't act upon my feelings because that's not how I was raised. I need to be a man, and so therefore I can't show my weak emotions, crying, being sad, stuff in that nature.
I think.
Well, honestly, that's what we can do here.
And that's
if
what
you
I'm
need to
doing.
let out feelings or whatever, and you know, there will be times where we're going to agree to disagree and not see things clearly, but
Almost stuff.
we're all homies. We all know it's just a podcast.
Yeah.
It's not really how we feel.
No, it's how we feel, but
Well,
At the end of
it's
the
how we
day-
feel, but we're all gonna have our own opinions on it, and
I think.
we're men.
talk
We're
them
gonna
out.
talk about
Yeah, I
it.
think as men in general, like what you said, nowadays it's so preached that men have to be a certain way. I don't think as long as you are a man that deals with your things and takes care of what you need to take care of when it comes to your health and everything surrounding that, that's all that really matters, you know? It's all that really matters. So I think people overthink things too much. So
Oh, most definitely. And I'm an overthinker.
yeah, me too.
But I will say I've gotten a lot better at it. I've gotten a lot better at not overthinking like simple things. Like someone doesn't text me back right away. Beforehand, I'm like, you know, what the fuck going on? Da 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 da. Now I'm just, all right, cool. Of course, I'll have a beer in my hand, but
Yeah.
I can't have one right now because somebody decided to drink.
listen, man, I make you mac and cheese. Shut up.
You're right about that. You're right.
Damn,
You're
he
right.
cooks for him too. We got a whole housewife now.
Bro, I do.
You
I
goddamn
go
right.
off.
And I mean, I'm gonna be cleaning today too, while you're at that damn Braves game.
Hey man, you know me, I like to clean, but you know, gotta go see my mother.
Spending time with mom is always important.
Family is important.
Because this man was literally debating on going yesterday. We're sitting there playing Madden. He's like, I don't know if I should go. I was like, bruh, it's your mom. You go hang out with
Yeah.
your mama.
Yeah.
But see, it's
You only get one of them.
That's
it's
very true.
complicated when you have a lot of issues with parents in general, like my personal life. I'm not going to get into it too much, but I've had a lot of issues with my parents. So sometimes it's difficult to go out and enjoy that. And also another
That's
thing.
also how you rebuild your relationship
Well, of
by
course,
doing stuff.
Of course, yeah, we definitely have. We're so much better than we used to be. But I think another downside of life sometimes when you really good at being alone and just enjoying life, you get stuck in that cycle sometimes. So I think that's kind of where I'm at, and I need to learn how to go out more. I became too much of a homebody, I feel like.
Oh yeah, but I mean that being a homebody is not bad. Like me, I'm hella introverted, but I'm working on trying to be more okay with being outside near people, stuff of that nature. One thing I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been going on walks at night, late at night, a lot of times. Like I'll wake up around like 2, 3 a.m. and I'll go on a walk outside right before work, and
That's healthy. You know,
it is, and it helps me clear my mind, stuff of that nature. One thing I'm doing as well is I'm not so against going out as I used to be, and we all know this. I'll come home from work, I'm in my room, unless you guys have something planned. If we plan on hanging out, I'll come out, hang out, da 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 da. But other than that, I'm in my room, either just chilling, doing research, playing video games, or talking to somebody.
right. It is, yeah. It's good to be balanced in general. I feel like be able to go out, but also be able to chill out too. Not do too much of the other. Like me, I'm too much on the chill right now. So, it's all about balance.
Well, after a long week of work, I mean,
Yeah,
who wants to just do housework all weekend after working all week?
Yeah.
let's do it. We've been training for this moment forever.
I mean, you guys are naturally at it, so.
Yeah, dude, it'll be so easy for us.
I know we've been training this moment since August 30th, since I moved in.
Oh yeah.
But no, today I'm probably mostly just going to chill.
But before we do take off for the day, I do want to thank Tim Nunn for letting us use the podcast studio. And again, he runs the Complete Game Broadcasting Studio out here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, it's definitely a great studio. I love it here.
Yeah.
Super nice.
I was actually one of his first students when he took over the studio back in 2020 when COVID hit. I was the September class of 2020. That was the fall class.
Yeah.
So
that was like 6 months after COVID.
Yeah,
Right in the heat of it.
Literally peak COVID, right as everything was shutting down. But now we do want to give a huge shout out to him for letting us use the studio. So thank you, Tim Nunn. Brought to you by Complete Game Broadcasting out here in Atlanta, Georgia.
This is episode 1.
Yeah, this is episode 1, and we will be doing these probably once a month until we get the hang of it. Any final thoughts before we take off?
No, I feel like we covered everything. Personally, everything I really wanted to touch on for sure. What about you?
Diabetes.
Okay. Well, that's going to have to wait till next time.
Yeah.
Well, we thank everybody for tuning in today, and just catch us next time on the CDG Experience. Again, I'm Woody with
Chris
and Grayson.
Thank you for joining us.